Alright guys, it is Friday. I'm T3, which means it's time for a T3 watch rant. Now before we begin, school's out for the summer and my neighbor's kids are playing guitar. That's right, no more homework, which means it's time for some Freebird! Actually, I don't even know what kids are listening to nowadays. Was it Good Charlotte? I'm old. But anyway, today we're going to be talking about something that's been bothering me, okay? 2017 into 2018 was kind of the era of the bronze watch, right? Like everyone was releasing bronze watches and it was incredibly boring. And then 2018 into 2019, it's the era of the Pepsi. That's right, everybody is making Pepsi watches, and let me just say, maybe it's time to cut back on the soda, okay? I've recently lost 50 pounds in the past 5 months. Again, I'm very, very proud of that. So if you want to look back in my earlier episodes, I look a bit different, and I'm very, very excited and happy and thankful that you guys have joined me on this journey. So no more soda, guys, okay? Just no more soda. Pepsi, done. Done. We're done with Pepsi. I'm more of a Coke guy, by the way. Coca-Cola. YouTube is cracking down. I meant Coca-Cola, the soft drink. Woo! It's 12:57 p.m. Let's get down to business. Man, I had too much Coke. Alright guys, so to be perfectly honest, I actually like the color combination of red and blue, especially with stainless steel. I think it just looks really sporty, but not everybody has to be doing this, come on. When everyone releases Pepsi, the soda starts going flat, alright? See what I'm doing here? I'm gonna keep this Pepsi pun going. So guys, I feel like it all started with the Rolex Gmt Master, okay? That's been around for a very long time. Red and blue bezel. It was affectionately called the Pepsi, and yeah, that's been around for a good long while. But I feel like in 2018, Baselworld 2018, when the new GMT Master 2 was released in stainless steel on a Jubilee, the whole watch world went crazy. It just opened up a whole new can of Pepsi. Now guys, okay, normally my lists are reserved for the Wednesday episodes, but I am so upset about this whole Pepsi era that I'm gonna rant about a list of 10 watches that have just gone Pepsi crazy. All right, first up, I have to add the Rolex GMT Master 2. Obviously, that's the watch that set the whole thing off. This is what, again, opened up the can of Pepsi, and everyone's going crazy. So we all know about the GMT Master 2. I don't really have to spend much time talking about it. Really, really cool watch, really, really functional watch. Oyster case, 40mm automatic GMT, date complication, at least a 100-meter water resistance rating. Just a badass watch. Moving on to a new release at Baselworld 2019, the Rolex GMT Master 2 Pepsi Meteorite Dial. Disgusting. That's right, this watch is super ugly in my opinion. I feel like Meteorite dials are overrated. They're very, very kind of micro brand chic, and I expect this, again, from some random micro brand. I do not expect this from a company like Rolex. But hey guys, some people absolutely love the way this watch looks, and that's fine. I'm not trying to put anyone down. Personal opinion, personal preference. I think it's gross. All right, next on my list of Pepsis is the Tudor Black Beige GMT. Obviously, I would add this to the list, and obviously, I'm going to complain about it because I think it was kind of a poor decision on Tudor's part. They released the watch a bit too quickly. I don't think they were ready. There was a borderline recall on this watch. So many people had issues with it that they were bringing them back in great numbers, or so I've been told. And yeah, I think they should have waited on it, worked out some of the kinks. But yeah, they wanted to ride out the Pepsi wave, I should say, because again, it was released alongside the Rolex GMT Master 2 on the Jubilee, and they knew the hype train would be there, and they wanted to, you know, jump on it. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of Tudor Black Beige. Makes sense that they would release a Pepsi because again, they're kind of running out of variants. So yeah, what other colors can they do? I don't know. All right, so the next watch on my list is a very interesting watch. It's the Drop Plus Glycine. So it's the Drop Edition Glycine Combat Sub Soda. That's right, because calling it a Pepsi, it's just too on the nose. Guys, this isn't Pepsi, okay? It's soda. And there's a difference! So guys, okay, no offense, this Glycine Combat Sub soda is kind of like Walmart's Mount Shasta, and Rolex is kind of like Mountain Dew. But see, interestingly enough, this is actually not a Rolex homage. It's a Tudor homage, okay? When you put the black Beige GMT up next to the soda, there's some similarities there. I actually don't know what pictures the editor's putting up right now. Could be anything. And guys, the saddest part about this Glycine Combat sub is that Glycine used to be a very respectable company that had some really cool watches, but then they got acquired by Invicta, and so yeah, it makes sense that they're just doing some really boring, crappy homages. Very Invicta of them. All right, next up on the Pepsi train is the Timex Q. Not a GMT, wants to be a GMT. All right, next up on the list of Pepsi watches is a Seiko, and it's the Seiko SNE 499P1 Patty. Now guys, all of Seiko's Patty Edition divers have been in the red and blue combination. I wouldn't really say it's an homage of anything, but it is technically a Pepsi, right? Red and blue, so it's on the list. And next up is a Tag Heuer Aqua Racer Caliber 7 Twin Time. Not a GMT, guys. This isn't a GMT, it's a Twin Time. It's a Pepsi Twin Time. I hate Tag Heuer. We're good. And next on the list is a company I will mispronounce and you guys will complain about it. It's the Raymond Weil? Raymond Wheel? Ray Ray's got a Tango Black Dial Pepsi, that's all I know. And yeah, it's a sub 1,000 GMT. It is a GMT, sub $1,000, but it is a quartz. Now, I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. I don't have a ton of experience with Raymond watches, Raymond Weil watches. Not a huge fan of them, don't know a bunch about them. I know this is a super boring looking watch though. Now on to another watch that is kind of disappointing is the Lejour Seacolt GMT. Now guys, this is a very, very clear homage. You can also get it in a Batman colorway. And again, look closer. Aside from the handset, it is very clearly just trying to be Rolex. And finishing up the list is a watch that I would not consider to be an homage, and it's actually really interesting. It's the Ball Roadmaster Marine GMT. Ball, super underrated. Again, this thing's pretty interesting when you look at it. It is a Pepsi GMT, okay? I wouldn't say it's an homage of anything, and it's kind of unique, and maybe I have to get a Ball for the channel. So guys, there's my list, 10 Pepsis. That's enough, let's stop. But let me know what you think. Which ones do you like? Which ones did I miss? Which ones would you add to the list? And which ones was I wrong about? Which ones do you love? And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this rant, then please support the channel by shopping at the Time Teller shop. Click the link in the description below. I have a bunch of watches that I've picked out, a bunch of straps, watch winders, watch toolkits even. All the tools I use for my own watches are there. So click that link, shop around, and you help the channel out a ton when you do that, so thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Click that subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you get notified when I upload. I upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday, with a Q&A every single Saturday live stream, rain or shine. I don't want you to miss out. So again, the bell icon helps you get notified so you can join in on the fun. And a lot of the content I make, they're questions from the live stream. So you help me out a lot when you do that as well. So guys, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller. Always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Real quick, if you enjoyed this episode, then do not worry, the fun doesn't need to stop here. Check out these recommended episodes that are gonna be popping up on the screen anytime now. Also, take a moment, check out my brand new channel, the Time Away channel. It's where I talk about everything outside of the watch world, some of my other collections, some of my other hobbies. And if you're not interested in any of that, don't worry, just stay right here and I will see you right here. Because I never leave. I am trapped inside of this camera. Not a Pepsi. It's a tuna. Oh, dang. It's not a can of Pepsi, it's a tuna can. This is fun.